this one confuses everyone. One, everyone wants to automatically say down instead of dawn. And so when they're reading it, they're the down breeze. And then when they get to breathe, because they just did breeze, they want to say so that's what I find a lot. So there are a few students I've had who are like, wait, and they'll go back on their own and read it slowly. So that's the biggest thing. There, a lot of them are like, I got it. Can you read? And I'll listen to them read. And then I'll say, and I'll look like circle, like, and I'll show the A, so the A versus the O. Where's my O? I don't know, he's lost right now. But I'll show, and then I'll say, dawn, on. And then I'll show the O and go, down. And so I'll do like, get a little closer with the lips, on. So they can see, should be moved. But we do it quickly because we have the lesson to do, but just like a quick. And then when they get to breathe, I'll go, breathe. And then just ask them again, can you read? And then have them go through it. Good job, yes. And then we'll do that apple. I do the same thing as for the lower ones. Like you will do words. Now I don't know why I point here for words. I guess because my mouth is talking. But words, and then I'll do the little circle around sentences, intonations, and connected speech. Like we have to save his friends, and I'll circle little friends, and then we'll go through all of it, and then say, are you ready? Let's go. A little. I still do a lot of hands because I think I get used to it. So I still do a lot of hands. I still show images just so they can know. Like when they do, like I said, down and dawn. So I know I always go down. I go, and when we're saying the word, we say down, and we go down, or we go something goes down. Something goes down. I don't know what goes down, but something always goes down, no matter how old the kid is, just because there's that difference that I want them to focus on when they see the A versus the O. So it's a little, I'm not as silly, I guess, depending upon the kid. Some older people like playing. Some are very focused and they just want to, what am I doing? And so for them, this is what you're doing. Look at these lips and do this here type deal. So it just depends upon the kid. I'll circle each separately. First, I'll underline them and I'll say, ow. And then they'll say, ow, ow. Again, and then I'll circle the O-W, ow. And then they'll do it. And then we'll do that a couple of times. And then the O-U, ow. And I'll go, ow, ow, because they're the same, ow. And then I'll say, can you read? And down. And we'll play it. And then we'll do the same thing for pound and snout. We'll just play. So we'll work on it and then we'll play it. And then for the snout, they see a pig, snout, and play. And that's it. That one goes, ah. We sing that one a lot. Ah, ah, ah. And then, and so I still do all together. And then, ah. And we'll circle all the ahs, ah. And we'll play it. And then we'll do, can you read? Art. And then we'll say it a couple of times. Same thing with dawn. Because I'll circle, before they even say it, I'll circle the ah and dawn so they can see that it's an A. Ah, circle it, dawn. And then once we have it, we'll hit the play button. And same with boss. I'll say ah, because we went over how they were all ahs. So we'll go ah, and I'll ask them, what does it say? For the first one, boss, and then they'll say it, and I'll say, listen, and then we'll hit it, and then, oh, and then I'll say, where is which one says ah? And then they'll read them, and then they'll click. Everything's ah. This one, I like the mummy. And listen to the sound. And then from there, we'll go, ah. And then we'll go one by one, like, down. But I'll have them read it. What does it say? And they'll, down, ah. And then they'll decide, and then if it's not, they leave it. And they'll bring it through. And then we do the second half afterward. But we do one sound one mummy at a time. The Z sound, if they're having issues, I haven't had many issues with the Z sound because everyone knows it's a zebra. But we'll just, you hold up the Z and go zzz, and kind of like, and I vibrate zzz, and try to get them to zzz, instead of the, because it's the smoothest sound. So we smooth the S's and zzz. And so I try to get that vibration from them, which tends to, I think, seems like it works. And then they'll read the zebra. And then for the first sound, it's always, and I do mean always, I've had to they, because if not, they go, I think it's, and most of them put it behind they or they. It's either, so I always, and then I'll vibrate some on the outside with that there, and we'll start off with the TH sound, and then we'll add on the EY. Yes, so I asked them, can you read? And then we'll wait, and if they rush through it, they normally make mistakes, so I'll repeat, can you read slow, the dawn, and then I'll let them, and then they'll start over again. And then if they've messed up on anything or they've confused any parts, then we'll circle that one part and just focus on, and then we'll go through it again, just the two of us, and then at the end, we'll hit the little zebra man and let him say it, and then they repeat, good job, and then we move on to the next one. I asked them, can you read? And I'll draw a line under there all the way around to the period, and they'll read it, and then I'll hit one of the little froggies. I'll, listen, and I'll hit one of the little frogs, and I'll say, where is, and I'll repeat the sound the frog made. And I'll, where is, excuse me. And then I'll say, move the frog. Where? And I'll touch the frog, or I'll pull out a little frog, which I don't have beside me right now, but I'll pull out something and say, move the frog. Where is? And then they'll drop it off. If they're going the wrong way, then I'll go, and I'll repeat the sound. And the normally makes them say, wait, and it makes them stop most times, stop moving. Wait. And then I'll repeat, and so they'll listen. I'll repeat it like 2 or 3 times, depending upon which way they're moving. And they tend to get it. But this one is a little more difficult. I like this one. It makes them think more. Makes them listen. So I actually do like this for the older kids. I will ask them to read, and then I would say, I would read, is it hot or cold? Choices. I'll do something to say I'm thinking or I'm deciding, and then I'll repeat it again, have them repeat it. Up, cold, hot, cold, and with the different sound effects. And once they have it, we'll hit play. And then the little guy will say it, or the female, I think it's a female, she'll say it. Honestly, I normally, the first few classes I taught, I used all 3 of the play buttons. Now I don't. I use the first and the last, because what I found is using the second one, they start saying cut off, and that's just not right to me. So I just skip over the cut offs and the shake eat off, because it seems to confuse them. So I do the first one, cut off, cut off, cut off. And then they'll say cut off, and we'll play the cut off, and then we'll say cut off, and I'll play the last one. But I have stopped using the second one. The fast version, I've started skipping. I'll ask them, can you move the pieces, or puzzle, or whatever comes out my mouth? And then I'll say, what? And does it say? And they'll say, that apple. Good job, that apple. And then I'll mash my hands, because I've been doing my hands for the whole slow and fast when we were doing it earlier. So far, they've all gotten to say it faster. So they'll say, that apple, or whatever's fast for them. And so we'll do the same thing with the little head of it. They'll put them all down first, and then they'll say, shake it off. And then I'll go smush, and they'll say, shake it off. And they'll smush it together a little bit more. I'll just ask them, can you read? And then they'll read it. And if they're having any issues, we'll focus on that. Normally, since we've been doing it, they'll correct themselves within 1 or 2 times saying it. And then I'll just say, what does it say? And circle it, and then they'll say it. Good job. And then, is it hot? Is it cold? So we do the same thing. And then for the last one, I'll underline it and smash my hands, and then wait. And they tend to understand to say it. Pick it up instead of pick it up. That's it.